eyes all over.
Cześć. Troszkę przeczytałem w solucji. Czekajcie. I wiem, kto jest to o tym stoi. Generalnie potrzeba mi do tego albo 5 retoryki, albo do sprzedaży, który zresztą mam i to ona jest winna.
I hope you're fine. How should I put it? I guess you could say she was kinda like a cactus flower. Real pretty to look at, but she never did take to live. I got the feeling she... Nothing that wouldn't be wrong with any man who loses a wife, I suppose. Poor dear. I know he thinks she was kidnapped, but I'm not so sure she didn't just run off on her own. You could tell she was thinking about it ever since they arrived. I just know it ever so often.
Rapcon.
I hope you're fine. Well, let's see.
To ona jest winna. Dowód sprzedaży.
I hope you're...
Nie mogę jej przyprowadzić. Można też śledztwo przeprowadzić. I pogadać tu z ludźmi.
We haven't met yet. You must be new in town. Had his wife taken. I don't think he'll ever be the same as he was. Damn shame.
Ale ta czapka
I
śmiesznie
told
na
the
nim
rangers
leży.
up at the station to keep an eye out, but there's just too much ground out there for them to cover. Carla was a knockout. Whenever Boone walked around with her, he always had this funny grin on his face like he couldn't believe his luck. I know we couldn't. That wasn't the only reason she stuck out, though. That girl never minced words. If she'd had better food or hospitality, she'd let you hear it. Trouble was, she usually had. I don't think she meant it. She really was a sweet girl. I think she just wanted to remind herself that there's still nicer places in this world than Novak. Who could blame her for that? Right now, a whole lot of sitting on my keister and counting cracks in the ceiling. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. On better days, I help keep the peace. Boone and Vargas watch the road. I watch the town. Tell myself I'm doing some good. Was with them. That was back when my arm and leg used to work better. I still like to pretend I'm a ranger, though. I'll check in with the guys up at the station pretty regular on the ham radio. Sometimes they stop by, tell me they're paying their respects, the smug bastards. They haven't been responding to me last couple days. I guess they got tired of hearing me talk, but it still got me a little worried. Hell, listen to me talk, like some damn... No, they're gonna think I'm having trouble letting go. They're good soldiers. I don't give them enough credit. Yeah, twice. Actually, the first time, it was more like half my body. Knocked me out of the Rangers. This time, it's mostly just reminded me how useless I've gotten. A few years back, we get a tip that some Legion slavers were holed up in this burnt-out house a few clicks from where we were stationed. We get there and it's deserted. No sign anyone's been there. I mean, nothing. As we're leaving, I hear something behind me. I turn around and there's this kid, just skin and bone, and he's looking up at us and he's scared half to death. Been hiding in a closet. I go to grab him out of there and I notice he's holding something in his hand. Something metal. He shuts himself back in the closet, and that's when I see the grenade he's left by my feet. They do it a lot, the Legion, using kids. They know we'll hesitate.
Ja
Anyway,
pierdolę.
that was the first time. Second time, I fell down those stairs in front of the motel, just in case I got to thinking I'd put it all behind me. Huh. People don't exactly line up to find out what's in my head. You know, maybe there's something I can do for you. Since you've gone to all the trouble of flattering a crippled old soldier, there's a move we have in the Rangers for knocking an opponent off his feet. Saved my butt a bunch of times, maybe it will for you too. Let me show you.
Hehe, fajnie.
You'll get the hang of that takedown. They're the NCR's finest. A one-man platoon, each of them. You got a job where even thinking about it would scare a man senseless? That's when you bring it.
Czekajcie. Jestem znowu. Pogadaliśmy sobie ze starszym panem. Żeby wykonać to zadanie w taki sposób prawidłowy, to musiałbym mieć walkę na poziomie 4, czym siła? Ja jednak nie mam siły na poziomie 4. A pogadać trzeba było z tym.
Who sent you? I ain't talking. We'll just see about that. You coming? You sure? Okay, just speak up a little, but not so much that... 'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say, them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rats, scorpions... Seen it all. Seen shadowy folk come to his room and leave again in the middle of the night. Thought one might have gone. Could be that person went in to get something. Or used the John, maybe. Mighty interesting either way, you asked me. I thought it was cannibals, come to eat us all for sure. So I kept out of sight. But now I know better. Mole rat men come up from the underneath to steal young women with promises of riches and fancy mud mansions with all
Słyszycie to?
the... They covered our lady folks' long hair for wigs, it said, being either bald or balding themselves. There's been things of a... Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural work of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says Nobark. But they don't pay no mind. Too many holes, they say. Well, says Nobark, we got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when I come face to face with the chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell anyways, since when he come up to me he was invisible.
Kiedyś grałem w Stalkera i mało się nie zesrałem.
Rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a
To jeszcze w
backpack.
jakiegoś starego
Never seen nothing like
zafrypeci.
it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too. Only folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey. Ghosts. Commie ghosts, but don't know they're dead. Hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one.
Chuja się dowiem. Gówno się dowiaduje jak na razie. A chciałem zrobić to zadanie w tym odcinku. W końcu nazwałem tak tytuł odcinka. Więc...
Look who's here. What brings you here? Boom. That's that sniper fella. Works in the dinosaur, right? I only met them but once or twice. They seemed real happy together. I really ought to get to know them better. They're probably nice folk. I'm not sure who started it. It wasn't a very nice name, but he took to calling himself by it, so we all had to. I don't even remember what his real name is. Anyway, I think it comes from that expression that people say when you're crazy, that not all of your dogs are barking. Poor no bark. Oh, we keep to ourselves for the most part. Try not to pry. I think Jeannie Mae gets bothered that we aren't more sociable. But it's just our way. Ain't that we don't appreciate what she's done, managing this town like she has, but I worry she feels that. Not that there ain't others who pry around here. That no bark was skulking around our yard last week. I thought he was our cow killer. Was about to lash him with our bullwhip till I saw who it was. He's harmless, though. Part of me wishes I could see things like he sees them, all full of mystery. Oh, well, I'm Alice, and that handsome stranger yonder is my husband, Dusty. Going on 50 years now. I keep waiting for him to leave me for some young thing with platinum blonde hair and hoop earrings, but he still sticks around. Says it's my cooking. I think it's because I know which Brahmin udder you can milk without getting kicked in the noggin. We set up this ranch years back when Novak was just getting settled. But now, with all the danger on I-15, folks are starting to come through here from all over. Novak might just be the next Nevada boomtown.
Ja myślę, że Nowak to jest sam hotel.
Things treating you all right? Well, to be honest with you, I don't really know them two as well as I might. I remember she had an edge about her, like she'd rather be someplace else. This kind of life ain't for everyone, that's for darn sure. Oh, I tend to my ranch, that's about it. Alice will tell you, I don't get out a whole lot. Losing don't describe it. It's a massacre. A few more days and there won't be nothing left to lose. Every night around midnight, Alice and I wake up to
Czyli to też będzie zadanie z jakąś czupakablu. Nigdy tego nie robiłem. Nigdy z tymi ludźmi nie rozmawiałem.
But it's just one animal each night. They don't take it or carve it up or nothing. Just leave it there, all full of holes. We'd be grateful, especially if you find them before they get my whole stock. But don't go getting yourself killed over it. Beg your pardon, mister, but them two-headed beeves ain't worth getting shot over. Not to mention what would happen if half of what Nobark says is true. Best we can hope is that whoever's doing this will move on or get tired of it. I just hope it happens while we... Whoever it is, I don't think they're from around town.
Dobra. Rozejrzymy się. To nie jest takie zadanie, full zadanie. Jak widać. Tu jest ten klepek. Biegający.
I hope you're fine.
Mogę do dinozaura pogadać z Bone'em? Coś nie mogę tego zadania pchnąć do przodu.
Welcome to the Dino Bite gift shop. My name's Cliff. If you're here for the... Can't say we spoke much. Boone did most of the buying for him. She was in the store once, but she didn't stay long. Had a look on her face like she'd smell... Well, there's T-Rex figures. We also have an assortment of the Repcon. Guns? Darn it, no one ever... Sure thing. Have a look.
Maczeta. Zestaw do naprawy broni. Ulepszenie do karabinu laserowego. Nie, nie opłaca mi się tego.
Bless her. Seems like every traveler I get, they see the sign and think, gift shop? That's just too good to be true. But Jeannie May always points them back in my direction. Well, a friend of Jeannie's is a friend of mine, and my friends get a discount at my store.
Aha. To teraz dopiero się o tym dowiaduję? Chuj tam.
What's going on, man?
Czyli teraz warta kogoś innego.
You need to... You shouldn't be here. And if whoever... Don't...
Ja z nim nie mogę bardzo pogadać. Z Klepkiem też nie mogę pogadać. Nawet nie mam tej opcji odnośnie 4 siły. Więc... to muszę wysłać Klepka. Albo koło kurwakolwiek.
You've seen... I don't trust a man that doesn't have something. If a man's wearing his pants on his head, or if he's... But if he's friendly to strangers and keeps his home spick and span, more often than not he's done something even his own ma couldn't forgive.
Any word on Station Charlie? Yeah.
Nie mogę aktualnie zrobić tego zadania. Albo chuj zrobimy. Wyślemy tego drugiego snajpera i zabierzemy mu snajperkę przy okazji. Zróbmy tak. Pokój Bona. Tu mieszkasz ty.
What's going on, man?
Karmy dostanę złem. Dostanę złej karmy na pewno. Ale nie mam... Nie mam tyle siły, żeby wydobyć informację. Nie wiem, kurwa, no nie mogę tego zrobić po prostu. Pierdolę, to można zrobić to i w taki sposób.
What's going on, man?
Beret. Karabin myśliwski. A, to nie jest snajperka. A ci ludzie nie wkurwią się? Że zginął drugi snajper?
That's it then. How did you know? You didn't have... Well, that's about all the proof I could hope for, I guess. Here. This is all I can give. I think our dealings are done here. No. People die out there. Often enough that no one worries about blame. They're too anxious to forget it happened in the first place, I guess. Besides, I was on break when it happened. I don't know. I won't be staying, I know that. Don't see much point in anything right now, except hunting legionaries. Maybe I'll wander. Like you. You don't want to do that. Yeah. Working on your own, you're a lot less effective.
Sojusznika
I've been there
dostanę.
and paid for it. But this isn't gonna end well. Fine. Let's get out of here.
Super. Podoba mi się to. Dobra. Zrobię małe cięcie. Także zadanie wykonałem w taki sposób, wykorzystałem swoją retorykę oraz inteligencję, żeby też pozyskać nowego towarzysza. Comfort. Legioniści na nas polują. Więc Bone będzie miał co robić. Uda się z nami? Najwięcej to ja z psem podróżowałem. O, żyje. No jak na razie to efektywnie nam nie pomaga. Sprzęt. Mało mam kilogramów, praktycznie nic. Tu kiedyś spotkałem nawet bardzo silnych legionistów, kiedy byłem na końcu gry i tak. I dopiero uznali mnie za wroga. Teraz sprawiłem sobie, że oni mnie już teraz uznają za wroga. Więc widzicie. Chyba dużo nie brakuje mi do poziomu. Mi się wydaje. Do nowego Vegas mamy bardzo blisko teraz. Ale jeszcze chciałbym z gulami załatwić tą sprawę w tych rakietach. Okej, głos jest na okej. Jeju, to wygląda strasznie. Ja już myślałem, że strzelają w nas. To nawóz wygląda tragicznie.
We're kind of busy around here for social calls, so if you're not here... I've got the Legion at Nelson breathing down my neck and not enough men or supplies to get this camp into fighting shape so we can strike back. I need someone to talk to a few of the officers and help them resolve some of the problems around here. If I can get this place in order, then I can focus our efforts on taking back Nelson from the Legion. And the more that gets done around here, the more resources I'll be able to put into assaulting Nelson. Good. Let's not waste time then. Our biggest problems right now are supplies and troops and the Legion. Quartermaster Mays has been complaining to me non-stop about the lack of supplies.
Ale ma wąsa.
Unfortunately, I want you to speak.
Morning.
Hey, you're not one of the troopers. Got a second? I have work I need done and nobody here at the camp has... I have the delightful task of tabulating stockpiles, kill ratios, mission success rates, radiation deaths, and other truly fascinating numbers. I've come across numerous inconsistencies between our numbers and our reports, especially with regards to intercepting hostiles. I'm wondering if our radio security codes have been compromised. I need someone to deliver security code upgrades to each of the ranger stations. This holotape contains the updated security codes for the range. Once the new codes are in use, anyone still using the old codes will just hear static if they're listening in on our frequencies.
Okay.
I handle communications for Camp Forlorn Hope.
Dobra, mamy dwa zadanka teraz. Idziemy gadać z kwatermistrzem. Ty byłeś w rękę, gościu, Boone.
If you're looking for supplies, I'll make this easy. But something tells me
Well,
you're
safe.
not here for that. What do you want? So, the Major has you running errands for him. Well, we're short on personnel as well as supplies, so we'll take all the help we can get. The Major let me send out some troops to gather supplies, but unfortunately they never returned. I'm guessing they ran into some trouble on the way. You can help by finding the troops and assisting them in bringing back any supplies they found. I sent them to Helios 1 to see if they had any supplies they could spare. They gotta be somewhere between here and there. I'd try searching the main road or checking with the men at Helios 1 to see if they know anything. Of course it's dangerous. Damn Legion raiding parties have been giving us hell ever since they took... Hell, my men probably got ambushed by a raiding party.
Helios 1. Damy się do Heliosa. Czuję się kurwa jak w kinie. Dobra. 11 odcinek, myślę, że na tym mogę spokojnie zakończyć. Cześć.